you want to learn more about the Franciscan tradition, and you've registered for a massive open online course. Now what? You might be taking the MOOC out of curiosity, or perhaps you're doing it for course credit. Or are you trying to network with others who share your passion for the Franciscan tradition? Whatever the reason, be prepared to be transformed. Let's assume that you've just registered in a MOOC about the Gospel Vision of Francis. You've registered online at St. Bonaventure University, but don't know where to start. Here are 5 steps to succeed in a MOOC at SBU. You need to orient, declare, network, cluster, and focus. First, you need to orient yourself. This can be daunting if you're not used to working online, so take some time early to get a feel for the system. Where are the materials for the course? Where is the syllabus? How many lessons are there? Are there required readings? Are there external resources, such as other websites? How do I post to the discussion board? You'll find that participating in a MOOC is a lot like learning about Franciscan topics on the web, with a few exceptions. A MOOC is paced and it is guided. Thus, you will have some help along the way. There are readings and topics and discussions, and they are separated into weeks. And there are many others studying the same topic at the same time, so you'll have easy access to help. While no one is going to be checking on you to make sure you read everything, the more you study, the more you can participate. Chances are you're not going to hurt anything in the SBU MOOC by clicking around the various sections. Spend some time orienting yourself so that you can focus on the course topics later. The next thing you need to do is declare yourself. You need to have a place for your thoughts and reflections to live. St. Bonaventure University will provide everything you need on the MOOC website. But we also recommend that you find your own digital space. Otherwise, the course may not have meaning in your daily life. Your own space might include a personal blog. It might be a dedicated Facebook page, Pinterest wall, Twitter, or most likely some combination of all of these. Your MOOC instructors will assign special hashtags for you to use on your blog or other spaces so that others can easily find your work, even if it's not posted directly on the SBU MOOC. Let's say your instructors identify the general course tag as hashtag Gospel Life of Francis. Just include the designated hashtag in your blog or social media, and it will be categorized by Google, Twitter, Pinterest, and so forth automatically. If you don't have a blog, you can set one up for free using Google's Blogger or WordPress, and it would help to have Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest accounts. You'll use these social media resources to reflect on course material. Using the course forum alongside blogs and other social media, and including hashtags in your writing, is your way to declare yourself. It's like saying, "Hey everybody, everything I just said relates to the course I'm taking online. Let's learn from each other." And then, it's possible that you won't get a lot of feedback. You might not get many likes or comments. You've declared yourself, but no one seems to have noticed. You need a network. You need to start following other people reflecting on the same material and making the same connections that you are. Go back and take a look at the communications you've been getting from the SBU facilitators. Search the SBU MOOC discussion board for topics related to your posts. Do a search for the course hashtag on Google, Twitter, or Facebook. Find some relevant content, read a few posts, and comment on them. Those connections and your comments are what the course is all about. Then go back to your own spot or spots, the course forum or blog or Facebook or Twitter or whatever you started, and write a thoughtful reply to someone's questions or concerns. Tell them about it. Share it to their wall. Make connections. More than likely, they will respond on their digital space or in the SBU MOOC forum. There is a discussion going on, and the discussion is probably why you took this course in the first place, so jump in. After a few weeks, it's probably time to cluster. During the first couple of weeks of readings and commenting, you'll notice that there are a couple of people whose interest in the Gospel Vision of Francis is very close to yours. You'll find that you are returning to their work more often. that they are commenting on your work more often, that you are connecting. You don't need to connect with everyone. Find a cluster of people who are focused on what you are interested in, maybe even a community that might share ideas after the course is over. Finally, you need to focus. Even with all of the positive connections and interesting reading and the learning about the gospel life of Francis, it's common to lose momentum. Ask yourself why you are taking the course. Maybe you have an idea about something that you could do in your community, or at work, or at school that relates to what you are learning in the gospel life of Francis. Or perhaps you want to use the course as a way to build your blog. Or maybe you just want to find others that love the Franciscan tradition the way you do. You can draw on your new cluster to help you with your plan. Maybe it's a paper, maybe a grant, maybe a discussion group at church. Use the rest of the course to focus on this task. After 8 weeks, you'll know a lot more about the gospel life of Francis. You'll have made some valuable and useful professional connections, and you'll have a project that you can apply right back to your real life. You will have succeeded. Orient, declare, network, cluster, focus. MOOCs are open, and that includes being open to different ways of success. This is our way. What's yours?